The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Chadwick. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. That's caught. It's Hayes. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Just keep slinging it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the 1st time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you're turning.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's got him still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. When you play backer in Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense.
Turning it on. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off play action on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, You've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab on the left. Moves up to the 34-yard line, get him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Give to the back. And the Canes in the hurry-up. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, NC State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wilson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the basket.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but...
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Hauls it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the 1st half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best player's got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wilson to pass. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. He'll take another shot here. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things didn't...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads it left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Canes are marching down the field. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Chadwick. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. From the 30-yard line on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top, and the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, men.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Going deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. NC State quick to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wilson will throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grab near the marker. It's Pringle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle, it's Hayes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. We're at the midway point of the season.